Bet Boost from William Hill lets you decide which odds you want to boost. All you need to do is select your market, go to your bet slip, hit boost, and then place your bet at the boosted price. Don't wait for enhanced or crowd-led prices. We're giving you your own bet boost every day to use on any sport. More choice, more control, and now available on Google Play. William Hill. This is more.
We'll have all the live goal news as it happens on Saturday afternoon in BT Sports Score. Live Premier League action follows with Manchester United v Newcastle from 5. And then straight after that, we'll run through all of the day's big talking points in Premier League tonight.
Ladbrokes, proud to support big-name players in tiny dressing rooms.
Billericay Town from English football's 7th tier are a club in a hurry. It's only been 11 months since Glenn Tamplin took over the club with ambitions of being in the Football League within 5 years, and he's been quick to put his stamp on things. The summer saw the ground completely redeveloped, and in the words of Tamplin, who doubles up as the club's manager, he's assembled the best non-league football team in the world. It's a squad packed full of Premier League and Football League experience, and in Paul Konchesky and Jermaine Pennant, it boasts 2 players who've experienced FA Cup finals but are now part of Billericay's ambitious plans. League rivals and slightly more understated visitors Leatherhead stand between the Essex club and a tie against League Two's Wickham in the FA Cup second round. Is the team sitting 142nd in the pyramid, taking on the side placed 159th? They might both play in the same division, but these are 2 very different clubs. And this is where the Billericay revolution is all happening. I'm with owner-manager Glenn Tamplin in his office here at Billericay Town. And Glenn, you took over the club last December. You vowed to get them into the Football League in 5 years. Is tonight a great chance to show off the progress that you've made?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, obviously we're very humbled to have all you guys here today and be part of the FA Cup first round. This is probably a little bit beyond where I thought we'd go in year one. I didn't know we'd go this far and create this much attention, but now we have. We've got to deal with it and we've got to make the most of it, and we need to go out there and have a strong performance today.
And you had no previous managerial experience before taking over here, but you're on a 24-game unbeaten run. You're on your best FA Cup run in 10 years. Piece of cake, this management lark, isn't it?
Do you know what some people say? You can buy teams. It's all about buying it money. It's nothing about that. I believe if you ask me about general management terms, I would say even from the Premier League down, today it's about man managing. The manager needs to almost be a psychologist. He needs to get in players' heads, and then you have backroom staff or coaching staff that do all the technical stuff. So I'm not a manager as such. I'm just a guy that knows how to get the best out of people and make people believe in themselves, and that's my job and that's what I do. I'm okay at that. The technical stuff's down to Harry. I'm no good at that.
Well, you've got motivational messages all around your office, all over the club, in fact, in the dressing rooms. What's been your message to the players today?
Well, my message is, you'll probably see when I'm doing a speech beforehand, it's all about belief. Whatever your mindset is what you'll be. So if you believe you're a winner, if you believe you're unstoppable, if you believe you're an eagle or a lion, as I say, and you can be king of the jungle or lord of the sky, you can be that. So I'm all about getting into their minds. I'm all about their mindset before they go out on the pitch, and that's what I bring.
Brilliant. Well, I'm going to head pitch side to get ready for the game, so I'll wish you the best of luck tonight, Glenn. Thank you very much. Good to see you. As I head through shark-infested waters of the tunnel designed to intimidate the opposition. It all makes Billericay one of the most formidable opponents in non-league, and there really is a party atmosphere here at the AGP Arena tonight, where the pitch would be the envy of lots of pro clubs. And Glenn Tamplin has built new stands on all 4 corners of this ground. Their opponents tonight, 17 places below them in the Isthmian Premier League, Leatherhead, and they're led by player-manager Sammy Moore. Sammy, good to see you. Just finished your warm-up there. Do you feel a bit unfortunate, though, to be playing this replay? That penalty you conceded in the first try was outside the box, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. It was definitely outside the box, but in the FA Cup you need a bit of luck, and we didn't get the luck on the day. But you know, what more do we want tonight? Cameras are here, we're ready to go, and how many times have you seen it, the underdog come out on top? And you know, we're certainly going to give it our all.
And Billericay getting a lot of attention at the moment, making a lot of noise. How have you settled your players ahead of this?
Yeah, listen, they can talk, and you know, they've got some very good players, and you know, what's going on at Billericay is great to see, and you know, it's great to see so many people here tonight. But you know, our players are fully focused. You know, we're a little lower Leatherhead. No one expects us to win tonight. We're coming here full of confidence. We played them twice, and we've come really close on both occasions, and I'm looking forward to this tie, and I know the fans are, and if we can get Leatherhead into the second round of the FA Cup, you know, that's amazing. And you know, the magic of the FA Cup, hopefully we can be the underdogs and we can come out on top tonight.
Brilliant, Sammy. I'll let you go and speak to your team before kick-off. Thanks very much.
Cheers,
Best of luck. Thank you. Well, Sammy Moore there looking to mastermind an upset tonight here at Billericay. If they can do it, Leatherhead will be heading into the second round to face League Two side Wycombe Wanderers, and their manager Gareth Ainsworth is here tonight doing some not so secret scouting, and also Danny Cowley, who led Lincoln City that fairy tale run last season in the FA Cup. Danny, Lincoln very much the story of last season, the first non-league club for over 100 years to get to the quarter-finals. How proud are you that teams like Leatherhead and Billericay can look at you as inspiration?
Very much so, yeah. It was obviously a brilliant cup run, and one that we'll remember for the rest of our lives. And you know, people often said last year that the magic of the FA Cup has gone, but they certainly weren't living in Lincoln if they felt that. And it was, you know, it was life-changing for us. It was life-changing for our players and for our management team, but most importantly, it was life-changing for the club.
Absolutely. And Gareth, it must be a bit annoying not knowing who you're facing. How much homework have you been able to do?
Yeah, not a great deal. You know, it's a non-league where obviously Danny cut his teeth early. He knows a lot more about it than me. I'm getting a few tips here on this one tonight. But yeah, we'll do our homework, whoever it is. You know, Billericay definitely the favourites, huge favourites. But Leatherhead, they're gonna give it all. They felt unjust in the first round, and they want to come and try and do something here. But it's a tough place to come, and if Billericay do get through, I don't want to be coming back here.
It was a close game in that first tie. Sammy Moore said it was outside the box. What did you think? Was a draw fair, or can Leatherhead think themselves a bit unlucky?
Well, I think looking at the highlights, and I've only seen the highlights, I think Leatherhead can feel really unlucky. They obviously scored a good goal in the first half, good cross from the player manager, and a good header from Jack Midson, who's an experienced centre forward. And then in the second half, yeah, Ricky Modeste has just stepped inside Sammy Moore, and it's a foul, but it looks outside the area to me. But there you go, good penalty, and 1-0, and we're back here tonight. And
whoever you face, Gareth, you're going to be the favourites, which is a lot different to last season when you had to face Tottenham and then Aston Villa the season before. So you can understand what these teams are going through.
Definitely, and as Danny's alluded to, you know, the fairy tale's always on, and it'll be on for a non-league side coming to Wycombe Wanderers in round two. But believe me, if the rumours are correct about what this club's spending, then there's not too much difference between my club or Danny's club. So they're really going for it, and like I say, huge favourites tonight. But let's see what happens.
It is a real, there you go. It's a real gulf in spending power, isn't it, between the two? How much difference does that make this far down the pyramid, you think?
Well, I think it makes a lot of difference. You know, as a football manager, recruitment is such an important part of your job, and certainly when you've got the money that allegedly Billericay have to spend, then it makes a big difference. And you know, you look at their squad, and they've got players that have played and won FA Cup finals, and also a lot of Football League experience within their group. You know, they've got Matt Payne on the bench, who would have been one of our key players at Braintree when we finished third in the National League, and yet he can't even get into the starting 11 here tonight. So it just shows you what the depth of squad that Billericay have available to them.
Yeah, they've sold out here as well. A real party atmosphere here in Billericay. It has been 42 years since Leatherhead's fourth round spawned the legend of the Leatherhead Lick, but it's certainly their opponents, Billericay, doing most of the talking ahead of this one. Can Billericay get to the second round for the first time in their history, or will it be Leatherhead who spoils the party? We'll find out next.
Ladbrokes, proud to support pitches that are great levellers.
That there on the phone is Quiff, the sports betting app, where every time you place a bet, your odds might get quiffed. What does getting quiffed feel like? It feels like catching a glass, and the catch is so amazing that you never stop holding it. And everyone's like, why is he always holding that glass? Until they find out that you caught it when you open the cupboard, and they think, I get it. That's the best feeling available to a human being. It's perfectly normal until it's quiffed. Download now.
If, like me, you love the sound of your own voice, then you'll love the all-new Amazon Fire TV stick with Alexa voice remote. It's got tons of the best stuff you could ever ask for. Observe. Open BBC iPlayer. Find The Crown on Netflix. Amazing. Speaking of which, the Grand Tour. Perfection. Still, it's not all about me. It's about the Fire TV stick with Alexa voice remote. Mostly, though, it's about me.
At Wickes, choose from 28 stunning kitchen styles. And with our price promise, we won't be beaten on price. Plus, our kitchen sale is on right now. Ends 20th of November.
It's a noisy, chaotic, confusing world. If only everyone could see it more clearly. Separate fake from fact. If only we all understood what's really going on. The world needs another Economist reader. And now you can try The Economist absolutely free of charge. Text free 1 to 78070.
We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now. 'Cause it's bad boy for life.
Introducing the Renault crossover range, featuring the all-new Koleos, Renault Kadjar and new Captur. Get up to £6,000 off a brand new Kadjar with the Renault scrappage scheme, now with 4.9% APR representative.
Letting the past dictate the future? Not here.
Desperately upset, and you can understand why.
Because round here, there's a legend in the making. Round here, we're just getting started.
Ladbrokes, proud to support all the roads to Wembley.
I am a mountain, I am a tall tree, oh, I am a swift wind, sweeping the country. I am a river.
Here in Billericay, owner manager Glenn Tamplin is leading his side through their usual pre-match routine.
If anybody asks you who I am, just stand up tall, look them in the face and say, I'm that star up in the sky.
Singing R. Kelly's The World's Greatest, warming up for the match. But have they got that vibe? Or will they end up wishing they could turn back the hands of time? It's Billericay against Leatherhead tonight in this FA Cup first round replay.
Also, if I can give you tonight's mascots. They are Bobby Lumley, James Crower, Harley Chapman, David Chomp.
I am a giant.
Max Packer.
I am an eagle. Oh, I am a lion.
Joe Davis. That's tonight's mascots.
Gareth Ainsworth and Danny Cowley with me pitchside. Gareth, is that something you can see yourself trying with Wycombe Wanderers?
More with my band more than the club, but no, I mean it's his way. He said earlier, I don't know why they've got so much media interest. I think that might have something to do with it. It's unique and it's gotten results. So let's see what happens tonight.
How do you see the game going then, Danny? Where's it going to be won and lost tonight?
Well, I think Billericay are obviously big favourites for the game. They've got real experience, but you know, it's the magic of the FA Cup, so you never know. It looks like both teams are going to play three at the back, so that'll be interesting to see how the game unfolds tactically. And I think obviously in these games the first goal is always important, and it'll probably be how both teams cope with the magnitude of the game.
Well, there they are, heading out then for this FA Cup first round replay. Billericay looking to make it through to the second round for the first time in their history, but they must overcome first their Isthmian Premier League rivals Leatherhead. It is time to hand over now to your commentators Adam Burgo and first Peter Drury.
Lindsay, thank you. It really is quite something else. Introducing the non-league Galacticos. The Billericay Bernabeu is bouncing here in fevered anticipation of the most substantial showcase so far in the new whiz-bang existence of this born-again club. If Leatherhead and their 200 or 300 travelling fans represent the classic charm and the storied past of the FA Cup, and indeed they beautifully do, then the Ricky boys smash all of the first-round stereotypes. They are a fresh phenomenon. Same league, different planets. The handshakes are purely formal. Aside from all the fluff and noise around the tie, these two have had one or two quite significant dust-ups of late. In purely footballing terms, they don't much like each other. Well, no exaggeration, Billericay are playing every other day at the moment to accommodate their multiple ambitions, so they have been rotating furiously. Neither of their one-time cup finalists, Jermaine Pennant and Paul Konchesky, was risked for Tuesday's league game. Indeed, only 4 of that 11 plays now. Actually, the most significant team news is the return of former Irish international Kevin Foley, who played in the Premier League, you'll recall, for Wolves. He and Pennant are the only two who didn't start the original tie at Fetcham Grove. Jamie O'Hara still not quite match ready. Leatherhead go with 10 of the same 11 as 11 days ago. Player manager Sammy Moore has deliberately kept himself out of the firing line since then. Notables in the team include right wing back Sean Clohessy, who's played most of his football in Essex, not least with Billericay's near neighbours Southend, and Jack Midson, who has scored in every round and whose FA Cup heroics stretch back to Histon's glorious autumn of 2008, when that little Cambridgeshire village beat Swindon and Leeds. But real Leatherhead fans will feel most love on such a major occasion for Jerry Namani, closing in on 300 Tanner's appearances. Adam.
Well, it's really interesting to see that Jermaine Pennant's come back into the side in the way that he plays Konchesky in those central midfield roles. Is going to be absolutely crucial tonight, because those two in particular, the quality that they've got, you cannot allow them to have too much time on the ball when they've got that quality to put the likes of Jake Robinson in the final third, a player I know from Brighton very well. And Leatherhead, you have to look at Midson. He is the main out ball for them. They can get crosses into the box and get the two fullbacks on, trying to get early crosses. That could probably be their best out ball tonight.
The referee is Dean Whitestone, one of the most experienced in the Football League, a Metropolitan Police officer from Northamptonshire. Reminder, household names, it is Brighton boy Jake Robinson who's scoring the goals. On Saturday in the trophy here, he hit his 3rd hat-trick of the season, 2 of those hat-tricks in the FA Cup. But the Tanners' Jack Midson trumps even that with 9 goals in the competition so far, including 4 against Ware in the second qualifying round. So 85 teams still caught up in the FA Cup this year. 44 of the mightiest wait for the 3rd round. 39 others are into the 2nd round. And just these 2 have first-round business to complete. 40 years or so since Leatherhead made it beyond this point. For Billericay, this would break new ground entirely. No competition does history quite like the FA Cup. And someone, Adam, someone is going to make club history this evening.
Well, it is a really, really intriguing game tonight for both of these sides, for the award to go up against Gareth Ainsworth's Wycombe Wanderers in the 2nd round. We thought that Leatherhead felt a little bit hard done by with the penalty in that first game, given away on Ricky Modeste. They've done well against Billericay this season. It's important that they stay in the game early, use the ball well when they've got it.
First clattering challenge from Konchesky on the Leatherhead player manager there, Sammy Moore. Konchesky, one who needs little introduction, twice capped by England. A man who's played in a Europa League final and who has, of course, scored in an FA Cup final. The debate goes on about whether it was a cross or a shot. It looped in. That was the point. Unfortunately, Steven Gerrard spoiled his day. He, like so many round here, is a West Ham supporter. Spend any time in Billericay and you sort of feel this is West Ham Junior. And there are many who support this club who are often to be found in the London Stadium as well. Lifted forward by Uala. Chased in for Leatherhead by McManus. Chelsea with the throw. Moore. Chelsea hoping for a corner in immediate confrontation with Louis Theophanous. Well, there he is, the main man, Glenn Tamplin. He's done so much for this club. Not everybody loves it. There are, of course, jealous onlookers. There are bound to be haters. But he has trodden the line so far between genuine philanthropy. He does an awful lot for this area, for this town, and of course especially for this club. He's an extremely successful businessman, and he's trodden that line between philanthropy and a genuine personal ambition, and it's hard to be anything but impressed.
Well, listen, it's a very, very good setup here at Billericay. It's good to see that he's gone for a local side to try and bring through the ranks.
Goalkeeper here, Zaki Uala, is a 22-year-old Algerian. He's short. He's only 5'9", but what they do say of him is that he has an immense kick, terrific clearance. And it's his left-footed ball towards Midson, who is penalised. He is storied as an FA Cup player. I mentioned already his part in Histon's wonderful year in 2008. Scored his first FA Cup proper goal for Oxford against Yeovil, this time 8 years ago. Had a bit of a run with Wimbledon in 2012, and actually he holds the distinction of being the scorer of AFC Wimbledon's first ever goal against MK Dons, and that earns him a very special line in that club's history. Pennant. Followed by Chambers. Flags up against Samdir.
This is what Deering will do, just sort of play number 10 role, trying to make the runs in behind Cunnington and Jake Robinson.
He was in a Cheltenham side which reached the third round 2 or 3 years back, and was then beaten heavily by Everton on the day. Most of these players do have their own little FA Cup tale to tell. Nixon, again the target. Almost running beyond it. So his throw. To touch by Jerry Namani, more than 250 games for Leatherhead over the course of 6 years, and at a level of the game where player churn is so huge, that is remarkable loyalty. Foley, Konchesky, more tight at his back. Pennant. His FA Cup final with Stoke, spoilt by Yaya Toure. He's got it back from Deering. Poked out by Closey. This is the extravagant Frenchman Ambroisine, who's hit an ambitious ball for McManus to pursue.
That's a great ball out there from Ambroisine. McManus is a man who's going to run short, he's going to run into the channels. Midson's a man they're going to try and hit on the diagonal. His aerial presence is so important that you play on those second balls. It's really important for Leatherhead tonight to play in that third.
Ross's throw, held up by Theobald's, lifted in towards Midson, shifted out by Evans. And Minshall plays on the left of Leatherhead's back three. Pennant. Theophanous. Foley, one of three former Premier League players in the starting 11 tonight. Run along by Swain. Taken up here by Evans. Escaped Richards and drove it in fiercely at the feet of Jake Robinson, who couldn't bring it under his spell.
Well, the two wing-backs in particular for Billericay, they're just playing really high, really wide, because they know you've got the quality of Konchesky and Pennant in that midfield area. Robinson, that's what he's going to be like in that 18-yard box, really quick on the turn.
12 months ago, it looked nothing like this at all. There has been a complete revolution at this club. It wasn't much more than a park pitch. But in the space of next to no time, Glenn Tamplin and his team have turned this into a more than presentable non-league stadium. 3,000 and more in here tonight, which will be its biggest competitive attendance since the revolution. Robinson taken away by Theobald's. He's asking Clousey to do some running here. Hit by Foley, then by Ambrosine. Nudged down by Konchesky, lifted forward by Pennant. Pursued again willingly by Evans.
Well, certainly one area that you look at Leatherhead as a weakness, the back three in particular. Good solid defenders, but that ball in behind, it's so important. If you're going to keep a high line, you're going to be really playing yourself into a lot of danger with the pace that Billericay do have, trying to get into that final third.
Here Chambers. Evans. Evans, a Welshman, newly signed for Billericay this summer from Wrexham, whom he captained as a very young man, and with whom he reached the third round of the FA Cup a couple of years back as well, beaten after leading at Stoke. Pennant. Foley. And a great week for him, being an Irishman. Pennant, unchallenged by Zakuala. Borsi. Foley. Pennant. Deering. Robinson! Good save! Ambrosine went in and it broke kindly for Zakuala, whose first intervention of the game of any substance was a more than significant one.
Well, it's great all-round play early on. Deering in getting to a great position. Jay Robinson, what he does brilliantly, he takes a shot early. Awuli, got to give him credit there. Good hand, and then all of a sudden you need that little bit of luck, and Ambrosine there was on Cullington to make that challenge.
He's a man who's been around the non-league circuit a fair bit in recent years. He trains a lot with AFC Wimbledon. It was through that connection he was brought to the attention of the manager, Sammy Moore. He's played with Uxbridge and Godalming and Hampton and Richmond and Aylesbury He's found a home at Leatherhead, the Algerian. He is much appreciated, and actually on that subject, I know there are a great many of you who have gathered at Fetcham Grove tonight. You know, they've bought a new telly for the occasion at Leatherhead Football Club, Adam, just so that they can hear you in surround sound.
I think they'll be on mute quite quickly.
200 or 300 have made the journey round from junction 9 to junction 29 of the M25. Dashed away by Tom Richards.
Just a feeling now that Billericay just getting a little bit more pace into the game, that bit more quality on the ball. He's talking about Konchesky and Pennant right at the start. You can't allow them too much time in these kind of areas.
Chambers. Evans is having quite a save from the right-hand side, the Welshman. Here's Pennant. Read by Minshall. Theobald's. Blackman. Number seen. Too much for Midson.
Just got to be careful when they have time on the ball not to force it into Midson. I know it's a good out ball for them.
Robinson, what his header, chased up by Konchesky. Ambrosine couldn't take it. Konchesky has. Nicked away by Clorsey. McManus from very deep. Swain and Midson were wrestling each with the other. Most recent FA Cup adventure, Jack Midson, of any note, was in January of 2016. He was in the Eastleigh team that went up to Bolton. Clear again by Ambrosine, clear again by Minshall. He was caught on his way back down. Leatherhead have had plenty of the ball in the early stages, though a lot of it inside their own half.
Just really important now, when you go into Midson, you need the likes of McManus and Theobald in and around them. I think the gap between the front three at the moment is just a little bit too wide, especially from the two wide players. You know, it's going to go into Midson, just gamble every single time. He's experiencing quality in that final third. Just gamble on the one flick on you may get.
Change shirt already. Short sleeves, perhaps. Not as chilly a night as it might have been forecast to be. Adam Connington showing off the body beautiful. Looks like quite a battle beginning between Midson and either of the centre-halves. On this occasion it's Foley.
Well, listen, he's going to have his work cut out tonight. Midson in that final third up against Chambers, in particular Swain and Foley. It's important he keeps his concentration, keeps going, using that experience that he's got.
Foley, who came through as a Luton Town player as a youngster, went on to Wolves, one promotion to the Premier League. Theobald's. Richards. McManus. And Richards ran out of pitch.
Certainly encouraging play there from Leatherhead in the final third. He just needed to take this first time, that extra touch. Just allowed Chambers to get there and just get something in there. And the keeper to come off the line quickly. When it just comes there, just strike it first time. Extra touch then just allows Julian to come out and just close his angle down pretty quickly.
Another one in the Leatherhead ranks with Football League experience, Tom Richards. He was a Fulham trainee and went on to play a dozen or so games in League Two for Wimbledon. That is a speculative hit and a crisp one too from Louis Theophanous. Scored a spectacular goal on Tuesday night at Merstham in the league.
I was just talking about Tom Richards taking that shot early. Previously, great attempt net, agonisingly going just outside the post. This is what Jake Rumson does. I've known him since he was 16 years old. Just takes it early, pulls out the save. You've got to give Ambrosine great credit to following in around him.
Yeah, you knew him just as he was becoming a professional footballer, so we must ask you more about him when the opportunity presents itself. Ambrosine has done very well to keep that from Adam Cunnington. Clorsey, Midson, Theobalds, Deshaun Theobalds and Midson. Just out of the reach of Sam Blackman as he darted into the box.
Yeah, good encouraging signs from Leatherhead in that final third. I was talking that ball into Midson, he will hold it up. Theobalds nice and tight to him. Just need that bit of quality through there. Some encouraging signs for the away side in the last 5 minutes.
We'll talk about the importance of the first goal, there always is. Leatherhead would certainly feel that needs to be theirs, having said which they have scored the first goal in each of their last 3 games and won none of them. He, of course, scored the first goal of the original tie. Push at the back of Midson by Rob Evans. And Sammy Moore, the manager, is in charge of more or less all of Leatherhead set pieces. Money forward, Ambrosine forward. All with considerable depth. Propelled as far as Theophanous, who's hemmed in there by Theobalds. And he missed the help of Rob Swain. Namani stayed down after a collision on the edge of the 6-yard box, but he's lumbering back now.
Just a clash of heads there. I think it's Rob Swain just going into the back of it.
Ten years since Billericay were last in the first round of the FA Cup. They lost then as a very, very different club to the one that Harry Wheeler there coaches in the company of Glenn Tamplin. Lost to Swansea. Haven't been back at this stage until now. Ambrosine somehow succeeded in juggling it away, and then started to go through a more elaborate repertoire and drew a foul.
I'm pretty sure his manager wanted him doing that too many times tonight.
Hey. Never mind the Bostik League. Oh, they made it stick. Challenge from Konchesky, possibly how you remember him, to deny McManus access to the penalty area.
He certainly has a different role today, doesn't he? When they play that 3-5-2, he's more central. 4-4-2, he plays on the left-hand side.
Flags up against Theophanous. He's in glittering form right now and is understandably eager and maybe just half a yard ahead of his man.
Just my main concern at the moment that the Leatherhead back line is really, really high. It feels like that one ball is hit properly and the run is timed better. They're going to get themselves in more.
Manus and Richards. Here's Clorsey. Here's the boss, Sammy Moore. It's allowed behind by Alan Julian. So I'll point you in the direction of a few upcoming attractions from BT Sport. Can anyone ever beat Celtic? They go to Ross County in the Highlands on Saturday, and it's live for you from midday on BT Sport 1. That is followed immediately by BT Sport Score. Mark Pugac and guests guiding you through the afternoon's football from all over the country. And then our live offering from the Premier League on Saturday evening is a delicious one from Old Trafford. Manchester United against Newcastle United on BT Sport 1 HD and 4K UHD. Jake and the gang from 5 o'clock. Deering. Cunnington couldn't take it with him. Ambrosina's had a good game up to now. Foley. Pennant. Swain. He made that up. In goes Blackman. Getting away from Deering. McManus ahead of him. Poked off his toe by Foley.
They're certainly coming into the game, aren't they, Leatherhead now? They're just getting a little bit more tighter in midfield and not allowing Billericay any more time. Winning those little 50-50 battles.
McManus. Foley kept it from Cloessy. Konchesky. Play by Theophanous. Not much more than a sniff or two, a glimpse or two for Adam Cunnington up to now. Big, strapping target man centre forward.
Yeah, I mean, seeing him early on in the National League at Cambridge when they got promoted under Richard Money. Certainly a good target man at this level. Probably been slightly critical, could he add a few more goals to his game, but what he does brilliantly, he brings the likes of Robinson in, and when the death starts he can come in off the line.
His throw. McManus and Midson and Theobalds. Away by Foley, chased up by Blackman. Deering from deep. It's well met by Cunnington. Robinson. And the man is a safety. No team has played more games in the FA Cup this season than Billericay Town. No team has scored more goals in the FA Cup than Billericay Town. 24 of them in 8 games before this. This is the 4th consecutive round in which they've been forced to a replay. It's a little concern they are, and I'm not overstating it, playing every other day at the moment since the weekend just gone, and including this for Glenn Tamplin as he rotates his team game on game. Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. 7 games in a fortnight. And he wants every prize, every prize. The prize tonight is a trip to Wickham. Foul by Cloessy.
Slightly late there, but I think it's important that the referee knows the occasion for these players. It's a big night for them. Sometimes the emotions will get there. They will go for a challenge. Sometimes that might not be the right one to go in for.
Pennant. Trying to turn was Robinson. So it went against him. He is certainly not short of goals. It's not been a tight offside call, but a right offside call.
He's always looking on the move in the final third. He really is.
21 in all competitions for Jake Robinson up to now. Brighton boy like you.
He was, yeah. So I played in his first game at 16 years old when he scored his first professional goal. Just a natural goal scorer. Good lad as well. Just maybe, I feel myself on the inside, could he have gone on to a higher level and played more consistently, but so certainly in the Football League he's scored an abundance of goals, and say for him to be at this level, you know, he's too good for this level really.
Chambers' clearance has come to Theobald's, and Theobald's got a shot away, and the goalkeeper parried, and McManus is in, and Julian comes and takes it off his toe.
So McManus was always on the front foot there, wasn't he? Took a slight deflection off Rob Swain that probably put a little bit more than Alan Julian was expecting. What he does, he gets up really well, really quickly, knows the tackle's coming in, being brave.
And it was my impression, if I'm not wrong, that the goalkeeper, to his great credit, Alan Julian, went to the referee and told him that he had no problem with the follow-up challenge at all. Which was, in the context of such a big game, between two fairly bitter rivals in terms of their recent past, laudable indeed.
Just feel that little bit of clip on the back of your heels and you go down. So the quality that Jermaine Pennant certainly brings, you know. Just gamble every time, you know you can get a quality ball in.
And Pennant lofted to the back stick. It's a good win by Namani. Sam Blackman with the clearance. Theobald's with the challenge. And the referee with a whistle.
One of those challenges that you don't need to make. You've just seen defending the free kick really, really well, and all you've done now is just added a little bit more pressure onto yourself.
Robinson out by Midson, forward again by Chambers. Ambrosine. It's a goal kick.
He certainly got back in numbers well, Leatherhead. And this is what you need to do now. You need to fight for your lives. Anything that comes into the penalty area, make sure you get there first.
These two clubs had, until this season, met just once before in the FA Cup, third qualifying round in 2011. Leatherhead won that 3-0 on this ground. Lost against Sutton in the next round. They've met in the league once this season, also on this ground. Billericay won that by 1-0. Carl Robinson actually scored that goal. Jake Robinson scored that goal. They won it with 10 men after Paul Konchesky was sent off. Theophanous running away from Ambrosine. Taken away by Theobald's. Chambers. Aimed up at Cunnington. Namani nudges it back into the waiting arms of Wala. Chambers. Made off well by Deering. Then Konchesky. Now Robinson. That's up against him again. Just the wrong side of the shoulder again.
I would say maybe offside. Couldn't quite get a clear angle of that, but this line that Leatherhead are keeping, it just worries me slightly. You just feel that the run can be timed a little bit better. The one ball is going to get them through, and they'll be through.
Challenge from Sammy Moore did attract the attention of the referee. Really bright young manager finding his way. There's Jamie O'Hara, who isn't quite match ready. He's been off the scene for a while with injury, and truth be told, given his recent history with Leatherhead, it might be a good thing that he's not involved tonight. But another of their glitterati, Theobald's. Manus. Swain held his ground. McManus. Swung in by Richards. Midson threw a boot at it. Midson and Moore. Evans got rid. Namani. Oh, it's well kept by Blackman. What a brilliant touch.
Really was. And Deering behind him had the strength to hold him off and keep the ball well.
Good player, Sam Blackman. They speak about him very warmly at Leatherhead. He first got into the first team as a very young boy, 16, 17 years old. He went off to play in America as a university student, first in Nebraska, then in Iowa. He was a big hit there, and now he's come back as a man and is a very useful player at this level. I met his dad when I went to watch them last Wednesday, and he is naturally very proud. Free kick given against Cunnington.
It's been a frustrating half an hour for Adam Cunnington. Not really the service that he would have wanted in this first half so far. Sometimes when he does start down the middle, they force it into him too much, too many long balls. A bit more quality into his feet.
Nixon with another aerial winner. Theophanous going in at the back with Cloughy. Nothing more than a goal kick given. Part of what attracts supporters of a former generation here is the chance to stand behind the goal like they did in the old days. It's what they call proper football. West Ham one week, Billericay the next, to experience the two extremes. They relish the relative discomfort. Anderseen jumped under it, Minshall helped him out. Anderseen away. Midson. There goes Moore, Foley's there before him. Kevin Foley got as far as round 5 one year with Wolves, beaten by the eventual finalists that year, Cardiff City. McManus, set behind by Swain.
Seemed to be in the right place there. Hudson just getting goal-sided Leo Chambers, so if he wasn't there, he certainly had a certain strike towards goal. That's where the first goal came from in the first game.
Just see from there the slope on the pitch, 8 feet from one side to the other. Classic non-league in that regard, never mind this 21st century modernity. Can be a feature. Moore's corner, Ambrosine is in there. Crashed against the back of an outcoming defender who was Cunnington. Lifted back in towards Midson and repelled beyond Ambrosine. Theobald's doing the closing down. What an important block that was from Cunnington.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? Because originally he was marking Minshall and all of a sudden he goes out. Closes down McManus brilliantly. Brilliant opportunity there for Leatherhead.
They're enjoying the battle. That's what you need if you send it forward, is occasionally to be the auxiliary centre-half. As Adam Virgo was saying, Adam Cunnington has played at Wembley, actually, with Cambridge in a then conference playoff final in 2014. Ken Whitestone has had his attention brought to some sort of off-the-ball incident. Namani is walking away from that incident and is needing a shirt change. Not the first of those tonight. The first one was XXXL. I'm not sure this one is. There's plenty of him. Big, broad, beefy centre-half. He's having a good game up to now. Swain's header forward, nicked on by Cunnington, pursued by Robinson. And not for the first time, the flag is raised against him. Number 5 has become number 19. Same bloke, what's in a number? You see he's in green, Incredible Hulk. Inside the last 10 minutes of the first half, and what Leatherhead have successfully done is stayed in it. Cup tie's still on.
I think they've been brilliant. You know, in that final third, Billericay to go off a little bit more quality in terms of the pace and power that they've got. I think the 3 centre-halves have stood up to the challenge and made important blocks in important times. I think Blackman in that area there, he's just made the foul, but 2 or 3 times in the first half he's been on the front foot and he's won the ball twice, and he started a couple of counter-attacks. They pulled saves out from the goalie. The game is finally in the balance at the moment. They've not really bowed down to Billericay at the moment.
That's foul on Pennant. There'll be no better delivery at this level on a consistent basis than that of Paul Konchesky. He levers forward his left-footed ball and Swain wins it. Now Mani lifts it out. With the throw, Minshall's header. Deering laboured to keep it in, but when it went out, he appealed for a corner and got it. At the expense of Sam Blackman.
It's really important now, you just keep your concentration, you mark your man. Done well to stay in this first half so far, Leatherhead. Don't give it away from a silly set play.
Pennant, one-time Champions League finalist with the Billericay corner. Once the referee has sorted out another couple of subplots involving Cunnington and Swain, who's forward. Chambers in the mix as well. Pennant's take. And back in towards Robinson by Evans, and gathered unchallenged by Wala. He gets rid in a hurry. Finds McManus. The ball's at the back of Foley. Minshall. Ambrosine. Blackman. Minshall. Richards, Blackman. Theobalds, Cloesy. It's a sweet ball movement by Leatherhead. Moore. Namani. Blackman has found Cloesy. Theobalds. Cloesy. Snapped away by Deering. Cunnington over halfway. Finally forced back by Cloesy. Julian, a former Gillingham goalkeeper.
So many times you see at any level, second phase of play, you have your man marked and all of a sudden you come out and all of a sudden that's when you lose him.
Ball's up and under. Nibson's the chaser. McManus is with him. Swain won the battle. Blackman. Swain again. Theobalds. forward. McManus at the back of Swain. Konchesky. Konchesky cut out by Cloesy. They've got a shove from Konchesky. The Leatherhead skipper wanted to get on with it.
I think the right-hand side for Leatherhead in particular. Cloesy, the out ball, right wing back up against Theophanous. His work rate, sometimes he decides to go back with him, and other times he wants to stay up, he wants to try and cheat a little bit. So nice of Blackman and Morgill on the ball. That switch out to that right-hand side in particular for Leatherhead, certainly a good out ball for them.
Wireless free kick. Came all the way through to Cloesy. And again by Swain. Well, the supposition was that these guys just might blow Leatherhead away. Not so. A furrowed brow or two for a management pair whose team is 24 games unbeaten. Haven't lost since the opening day of the season, when they were beaten here by a Kingstonian team managed by the former Billericay manager. Beaten in the 90th minute of that game. Kingstonian incidentally play these days at Leatherhead. Leatherhead would do to snatch something before half-time.
Oh, we do. I think Jack Midson there, I think a lot of the time he's been wrestled a lot from the three centre-halves, in particular of Billericay, and I felt on a few more occasions that he should have won a few more free kicks. This is massive now for they're just going into half-time. Can they get that goal?
Flicked in by Moore, flicked down by Midson. By Richards. Moore again. Midson into a corridor. Swain away from there. Minchell has time. Needs to be aware of Robinson. Just too heavy for McManus. Swain is harried by Theobalds. Chambers forced back. Foley. Hoisted up towards Cunnington. Out by Namani. More under pressure from Konchesky. He'll settle for that. Quick reminder, if you are a follower of the non-league game, and if you're watching this, you very possibly are, that every Sunday evening from 10 o'clock on BT Sport 2, you can see highlights of the weekend's action from the Vanarama National League. Fourth official is Graham Horwood, and he is offering us just one more minute. First half summary, Adam?
I think it's been a decent first half. I think both sides have tried to play the game in the right way. I think they've been fairly effective in that final third. I think both defences have held up pretty well. My main concern for Leatherhead is the back line. Sometimes when they are a little bit too high, you just feel that one flick on from Cunnington into Robinson could be a ball that gets him in. I think in that midfield area, Leatherhead have just grown into the game more and more. Blackman, I think, is just getting on the front foot, winning those second balls. I think the ball into Midson's been hit with a bit more quality. I think Leatherhead can be very, very pleased with their first half performance.
Ambrosine, Cloesy. Gets back 3, excellent. Abrasine feeling the effort. But his half-time oration, which may or may not include music, ought to be upbeat. Not worlds apart after all, far from it. There is parity at half-time here, and the scoreline is entirely reflective of a first period in which, yes, Billericay through Robinson came closest, but Leatherhead certainly held their own. Same league, and the scoreline says it at the break in Essex. Billericay Town 0, Leatherhead 0.
Ladbrokes, proud to support the romance of the cup.
You can find us in every corner of the world, watching, listening, analysing. We are everywhere, and we see everything. We are members of the world's favourite online sports betting company, and we gamble responsibly at Bet365.
Fancy a 4G smartphone at a smarter price? You'll save £120 on BT Mobile's great range of phones if you've got BT broadband at home, making this Samsung Galaxy J3 even better value at just £12 a month. This Galaxy A3, £17 a month. Plus, this Galaxy S7, £35 a month. And no one gives their customers fast 4G and Wi-Fi in more places than us. So make the smart choice. Visit bt.com/mobile or call 0800 032 6666.
In Compton, you join a gang or you find another way to survive. My horse was headed to the slaughterhouse when I got her. I think maybe, did I save the horse or did the horse save me?
A home can be an unpredictable space, a cacophonous, colourful, passionate place. We come together, we play our part, sometimes with tears, but always with heart. There will be thick, and there will be thin, not feeling quite right in our skin. But the difference it makes, now and then, to gather our thoughts, wash away the day, it's our bathroom that keeps us sane.
When this happens first thing, don't worry, we're open early. When your tools just aren't right for the job, 500 stores means we're never far away. And when time's not the only thing that's short, click and collect in as little as 1 minute gets you back to work in no time. Click and collect from over 500 stores, all open early till late and weekends too. Screwfix, here when you need us.
What makes Ring the world's most advanced doorbell? Ring lets you see and speak with whoever's at your door from your smartphone.
Hello?
Package for Mrs. Thompson.
Oh, fab. Can you leave it by the front door?
Okay. Save you a trip to the depot.
Ring works off your home Wi-Fi network. It's easy to install and runs off a built-in battery, or you can connect it to the mains. With Ring, you're always home. Available at ring.com and select retailers.
The all-new Nissan Qashqai. Expect more with low monthly payments and 4.49% APR representative finance. Now available with up to £3,500 deposit contribution on selected grades with the Nissan Switch scheme.
Madness.
Madness, they call it madness.
Just want a coffee.
It's plain to see. That is what they mean to me. Madness, madness, I call it madness.
That's £9.
What? McCafe. Great tasting coffee.
There you go.
Simple.
Thanks.
Ladbrokes, proud to support Singing Wembley with 3 syllables.
Nil-nil in this FA Cup first round replay between Billericay and Leatherhead. A reminder, we have live boxing here on BT Sport 1 on Saturday as Carl Frampton faces Mexico's Horatio Garcia in his highly anticipated Belfast homecoming. Our coverage of that gets underway from 8:30 following the live Premier League match between Manchester United and Newcastle. So it is goalless here. I'm joined pitchside by Danny Cowley and Gareth Ainsworth. Goalless at half-time. Jake Robinson did come close early on for Billericay. I'm still not quite sure how that didn't go in, those couple of chances.
No, it was a good chance. Billericay started the game well. I thought they were the brighter of the two teams in the early exchanges, but the Leatherhead have come more and more into the game, and I've been really impressed with Leatherhead in the way that they've passed the ball. This is the chance. Lovely little through ball. And
what a fantastic challenge though from Ambrosine at the back stick there, you know, and he's had a great half. I've been very impressed with him, the way he's defended. They are quite direct now, Billericay, towards the end, and Cunnington with the head in, and this was a great chance as well, you know, from the left wing back there. He's a forward, you say, by trade, Danny.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's very, very single-minded. He's goal-scoring centre forward normally, but he's playing left wing back. I think for Billericay, they've just got to try to get Sam Deering more into the game. They're going back to front quite quickly, into Cunnington quickly, and they're not finding Deering. I think every time they have found Sam Deering in the hole, they've looked a real threat. But no, credit to Leatherhead. I think Leatherhead have certainly finished the first half the stronger of the two teams.
Very much in the game, aren't they? Impressive going forward, playing football the right way.
I've been particularly impressed with Theobald. Hopefully we'll get to see his share. He is. Yeah, he's been very lively. He's got his shot off well, and I mean it's a great save from the keeper, and possibly a free kick there. But he has been the lively one. I'd like to see him get more second balls, running at people. But Leatherhead have played the better football. Can they get him in the game? Can they find somewhere? And this is McManus with his chance from the corner. Fantastic block again at the other end from Billericay defender this time. So yeah, chances either side. But I think there's a key battle as well. I think Clohessy and Theophanes. I think that's going to be a key battle. I think Clohessy's he's got the experience. He gets in behind. He's getting some good crosses, and I think that could be key for the game as well.
What's it like as player manager then at half-time, Gareth? Because Sammy Moore's now got to go in. He's obviously knackered off the first half. He's got to go in and do his team talk.
Well, we heard him, didn't we? We heard him coming off saying we can get at these, so he wants to convey that message to his players. Get his breath back first. That's my advice. Get your breath back first. Have a little think. It's so important to have a coach who knows what he's doing on the sidelines as well, because you can't see anything on there. You see your own jobs. You know what you set your team up to do. But you're number 2 or you're number 3, because I think his number 2's playing as well. So I think it's his number 3 he's got to rely on now. Get the messages across. But fantastic game.
What about the experience of Billericay as well? They've obviously got 2 FA Cup finalists on the pitch as well. Kevin Foley, who's played Premier League. That's going to shine through.
Yeah, maybe. At the moment, the 2 boys in midfield look like they're trying to play a different game to maybe the rest of their team. And for me, Billericay, their biggest threat comes from a bit of individual brilliance, maybe, because they've got obviously good quad players, or otherwise a set piece, because physically they're dominant of the 2 teams. But I've been really impressed with Leatherhead, and they've moved the ball really well. I think Jack Midson's given them a platform to play from, and Theobald just looked sharp off of him, and it's an intriguing second half, definitely.
You mentioned the 2 boys, Pennant and Konchesky, obviously. They haven't really got on the ball yet. They've gone very direct, towards the end, Billericay. he's going to get in. Robinson will get in on one of these flicks because I think Peter's been saying on the commentary that they're not dropping. On the flick from Cunnington, somebody's got to drop. Somebody's got to take that run. He's been offside a couple of times. He'll get in on one of these, and they've got to be careful on that. But the two boys who we expected plenty from, they've bypassed them a little bit, and it'd be good to see them getting on the ball now.
Sammy was going to be the happier of the two managers. Certainly, Glenn Tamplin is going to need a big motivational half-time team talk. His side goalless at half-time between Billericay and Leatherhead. Glenn Tamplin looking for his side to reach the second round for the first time in their history. Second half's next.
Ladbrokes, proud to support big-name players in tiny dressing rooms. Taker steps up. Oh no, look at the anguish. So disappointment, but wait for it. Look at that spin on the ball. Goalkeeper, you should have stayed at home. Unbelievable. And so's this.
Get better odds with Ladbrokes Odds Boost. Select your in-play bet now on this game, hit the boost button in your bet slip and watch your odds grow.
Goalkeeper says, no, it can't. Striker says, has it? Available from App Store and Google Play. When the fun stops, stop.
It's a celebration of the senses. An explosion of exotic flavour. An aroma of excitement. All the sensations of Carnival in a single crisp. Sensations. A feast for the senses. And now introducing an exciting combination of delicious flavours. Japanese sweet wasabi and ginger. New from Sensations.
We've been thinking about relationships and how the most rewarding ones work both ways. And then we thought, shouldn't we have the same relationship with our customers, rewarding them for banking with us? And we thought, yes, we should. So we did. NatWest. We are what we do.
The ship is trapped. BB-8 can set it free. But after a while, his batteries aren't strong enough. With Duracell's best formula, your BB-8 toy performs stronger for longer. So you've got the power to escape the dark side. And lasts up to 15 hours longer in your lightsaber toy. Duracell Ultra Power. Stronger power for longer. Star Wars The Last Jedi, only in cinemas.
Be one with innovation. And embrace victory. Hangul Tire and Real Madrid. Together as one. Be one with it. Hangul Tire, global partner of Real Madrid.
Use Kayak to find the best flight offers for you. And set a price alert to get notifications as prices change. Try it now on kayak.co.uk.
Enjoy a smooth start to your day with Cornerstone, the perfect shave delivered to your door. Start today at cornerstone.co.uk.
The NatWest Reward Current Account. For £2 a month, get 2% back in rewards on household bills to spend on the things that matter. NatWest. We are what we do.
If, like me, you love the sound of your own voice, then you'll love the all-new Amazon Fire TV stick with Alexa voice remote. It's got tons of the best stuff you could ever ask for. Observe. Open BBC iPlayer. Find The Crown on Netflix. Amazing. Speaking of which, The Grand Tour. Perfection. Still, it's not all about me. It's about the Fire TV stick with Alexa voice remote. Mostly, though, it's about me.
actually dropped it.
Ladbrokes, proud to support the slaying of giants.
Nil-nil between Billericay and Leatherhead. Billericay making a double substitution at half-time. With news of that, let's rejoin our commentators, Adam Virgo, and back to you, Peter Drury.
And that, Lindsay, is not unusual. They made 2 at half-time in the original tie, 3 in Tuesday night's league game. The newly introduced players there, Danny Waldron wearing 17, and Ricky Modeste, who you previously saw, and who last Saturday became the first current Billericay player both to win an international cap and then to score an international goal. His strike had Grenada's Spice Boys 2-0 up against Trinidad and Tobago, who fought back for a 2-2 draw. And 30 degrees at the Atto Boldan Stadium. It ain't 30 degrees here. But Modeste, a player you saw a fair bit of with Dover.
Yeah, I mean a player that for a number of seasons for Chris Kinnear's side, just an out-and-out winger. The old-fashioned saying, loves getting chalk on his boots. Good pace on him as well. Can cut inside, can cut outside. Puts in a good delivery as well.
And of course it was he who won the contentious penalty in the original game.
He did, yeah. So Robbie Evans just going to go into that back three instead of Leo Chambers.
Leatherhead, unsurprisingly, are unchanged. They don't have anything like the same depth of squad. A very, very young, inexperienced bench for them. If they do dip onto it, it's likely that Dan Gallagher is the player who would come off it, the senior pro in their terms, who was left out of the 11 from the first tie, and or Nathan Wood, bright young striker. Felt he was impeded. In fact, the free kick has been given against him. Only the smiling beneficiary. Around about 3,000 inside the AGP Arena tonight. New Lodge, as it used to be. They did have an attendance of 4,500 here for a pre-season friendly against West Ham. I reckon 3,400 is the approximate figure I'm being given now, which is by some margin the highest for a competitive game here. They had 1,988 against Hendon in the first week of October. Swung up high by Minshall. Theophanos. Lifted out by Julian. It's Cunnington. Taken on by Deering. Here for the first time is Modeste, flashing it across the face of goal. And it loops up kindly into the arms of Zaki Uala.
It's the area there that Ricky Modeste is going to really look into. Jake Robinson just making that run across the near post, but Amboissine, he's been excellent all night. He's been in the right place at the right time. Really important block there, just to get something on it.
Another good win by Cunnington. And sifted through almost into the path of Robinson, but look who's there again, Ambrosine. Tunisian defender of some style. Those of you who aren't necessarily regular watchers of non-league football might not be aware of the custom, which says that at half-time, supporters change ends so that they can be behind the goal that their team is attacking. It's not normally a problem when crowds are sub 1,000, but there was a bit of congestion around halfway as Leatherhead and Billericay passed each other, all very amicably, I'm glad to report. Theobald's for Midson. balance on the apron of the penalty area. Modeste. Seen away from Cunnington. Screwed forward by Clorsey. On by Moore. Theobald's can't progress. Clorsey. Midson through the middle. Clorsey's played it in. Oh! Any touch from McManus, and Leatherhead might have snatched the lead.
Well, I mentioned in the first half, Clorsey down this right-hand side, he's going to be in acres and acres of space. Theophonis, I'm looking at him saying he's not tracking back enough. He chooses when he wants to come back. It's just a teasing ball. Just a little bit too much on it, but good to see McManus just trying to attack it there.
Clorsey. Seen the flag over his shoulder as it turned out anyway. And as I mentioned at the start, has played a lot of football in Essex with Southend and Colchester, as well as Braintree actually more recently. It was from Braintree that he joined this club as a part of the Tamplin revolution, alongside Harry Wheeler there, who does most of the technical coaching, 29-year-old, who has a UEFA A licence, indeed was the youngest player at the time he got it, the youngest player ever to achieve his UEFA A licence, breaking a record that had been held by one Andre Villas-Boas. Foley's win. Free kick given against him, and this is a window of opportunity for the Tanners.
Oh, it's a massive opportunity, isn't it? So just seeing the advantage could happen from there. Just a couple of challenges there from Foley in the first half, this one in the second half now. So we've seen that cluster of green shirts, quite a few of them fancy it.
This would be a moment to frame and put up on the mantelpiece. Clorsey, the right back, is there, Richards, the left back, is there, and of course the boss is there, and he may pull rank.
Just one of these angles, Peter, do you just take it off the line a little bit, you just move it, and then Sammy Moore just comes and strikes it. That sometimes just breaks up the wall. So you've got the ability from that range to get it up and over. Very, very close. Going to take a great deal amount of skill to get up and over the wall from this distance.
Leatherhead's glimpse of a chance.
Maybe look to go goalkeeper's side. I think he's too far across his line there.
It's Sammy Moore! Oh. It is very close.
Well, he did the right thing. I said go goalkeeper's side. Look at Alan Julian's position in net. So many times he doesn't know what's happening there. You just see his foot movement. Not too sure if it's going to go over the wall or not. It's just agonisingly past the post, and the slip there.
It was still turning left from the 30-year-old boss, who's had great FA Cup moments. He scored his only 2 FA Cup goals in the competition proper 7 years ago this week in a 3-2 win for AFC Wimbledon at Ebbsfleet, just the other side of the Dartford Tunnel from here. Midson. Strong turn from the centre forward. Theobald's. McManus beaten to it. Slain away. Theobald's. It's a tight spot. He's done very well to escape from it. Finally steals it from Clorsey, and Leatherhead stay on the front foot.
Yeah, he's done really well. Theobald's in that number 10 area. Danny Cowley and Gareth Ainsworth were saying they can get him on the ball early in the second half in that number 10 area. Looking at Deering as well for Billericay. Certainly good outballs for both sides.
Moore's delivery. Never seen competing. Modeste bringing it away, and he's not sluggish. And he's escaped Closey, but he did not escape the retreating Minshall.
It's a great challenge there from the captain.
Only slip, McManus at his back. Bear in mind that Billericay have not been prevented from scoring in any game in any competition since the opening day of the season in August. It's a measure of what Leatherhead have achieved up to now, but it only is up to now. Closey, Blackman, Midson, Blackman sorting it out with Theobalds. Carried by Deering. Shifted up for Blackman again. Richards is on his bike outside of him. Theobalds picks up the pieces. Closey wanted it played early. Theobalds has been upended, and Leatherhead have another free kick.
Well, he's certainly really lively, isn't he? Just on Theobalds. Again, he's in that area there. I was talking about Sam Blackman winning those second balls, and all of a sudden that allows that little bit of space there for like the Theobalds to be on the front foot.
Another card for that all-time tackle. Rob Swain, the recipient. Moore's free kick, away by Swain. Lifted further clear by Theophanous. Mainly up top for Robinson now. Konchesky wants to join him. Minshall. Again making life uncomfortable for Foley. By Theophanous, out by Namani. Second time. Moore kept it from Konchesky, who leant on him. Leatherhead want to take a free kick with a moving ball. They won't be allowed to do that.
I said the home side haven't really come out in this second half so far. I always say at this level even got to earn the right to play, win those individual battles. And at the moment, the away side are certainly doing that, keeping the ball better in certain areas. So Waldron and Konchesky nowhere near getting on the ball enough.
5-year project to make the Football League. It is a 35-minute project to stay in the FA Cup here. Founding management team, they're all about the community as well as the team. Konchesky threw a sharpish elbow there. Whether knowingly or not, only he knows. Always been a sharp competitor, Konchesky.
Well, he is. I mean, you just look at it right there. I think that's a little bit naughty from him, to be honest. You just see the movement of the elbow into Sammy Moore's head.
Sammy Moore wouldn't be human if he wasn't a little dazed by that. He was moving a little gingerly. Billericay are about to make their third and final change. They said they made all three changes at half-time on Tuesday. But you'll recall that Billy Bricknell came off the bench to score their equalising penalty at Leatherhead 11 days ago, and he's going to have a piece of the action now.
Certainly an area of the field that I just feel they're not really getting enough quality. Talking about Adam Cunnington in that first half, they were missing out midfield too often and just trying to find that long ball into him, which certainly suits the back three of Leatherhead. I just think when Bricknell comes on, I think he links up better with Jake Robinson.
Richards got caught on the ball. Sweet feet from Robinson. Theophanous. He can drive at Ambrosine. And he can feed it in here for Robinson. And Cunnington scores! At long last, the Billericay boys are sailing. Adam Cunnington, right man, right place. It's hard on Leatherhead. But the Essex boys have found a way.
So many times I was talking about this line of Leatherhead, how high it is. At this level, you just get caught ball watching a little bit, and all of a sudden you're not goal side of your man. Time and time again, Jake Robinson's going to be playing on the shoulders every single time. And what he said to his centre forward partner, there you go, son, get yourself a goal at the far post. Slightly fortunate coming off his knee, but in the right place at the right time, and certainly a lot more relief in the stadium now.
A 14th goal of the season for Adam Cunnington, his 5th in the FA Cup. He scored against Didcot, against Thamesmead, twice at Brackley, and now he has the breakthrough goal against Leatherhead as Billericay begin to ponder the possibility of a second round tie in the FA Cup for the first time in their history.
Well, certainly, listen, the goal feels come against the run of play. But it's really important now that Leatherhead really start keeping in the game, not conceded another goal very, very quickly.
Minshall, McManus, Clersey, McManus. Bounces back out for Theophanous, who can run again at Ambrosine. Frenchman was measured in his defending once more. Forward by Moore. And Mitchell got goal side and had a shy. Why wouldn't you?
He certainly did the right thing there. I don't think that Theobald was in a decent enough position to give him a second option. One thing you don't do is centre half just allow it to bounce. Poor defending there. So many times you say as you centre half, don't let it bounce. It's the only real options he's got. Certainly a half chance there for Jack Midson.
Theophanous. Modeste. Richards has a problem. Modeste with the cross. Out again by Ambrosine. Theobalds. Blackman. Moore. Clersey. Moore. Modeste saw it. Minshall. Richards. McManus. Brought up by Foley. Supported by Theobalds. Deshaun Theobalds, what a run! He split the difference between the far post and Midson.
Or was Jack Midson really expecting this to come to him? Great little link-up play. Such a massive chance there for Leatherhead, and again it's Theobald's the man that's really instigating everything in that final third.
He was a Jimmy Bullard signing last season for Leatherhead, 22-year-old Deshaun Theobald. Caught the eye, he's done a bit of training with QPR. He was caught between picking out the far post and picking out the centre forward.
So I think he was expecting more of a shot on target there when Theobald went into the penalty area. So good reaction from the away side since conceding that goal.
Theophanous. And Namani gets Midson, who was coming back from an offside position when he made contact with the ball. He was in his own half, but his starting position rendered him offside. And here is the Billericay change, which was actually originally indicated before they scored their goal. Billy Bricknell, Enfield boy, former Tottenham trainee. His second spell, having returned from Chelmsford City, and he replaces Sam Deering.
So frustrating second half for Sam Deering. Talking about Theobald in that number 10 area for Leatherhead. He's in the number 10 area for Billericay, but just not getting on the ball enough. Now you feel that Jake Robinson can maybe drop a little bit deeper. With Bricknell and Covington, the two target men up front now.
He's got an FA Cup hat-trick this season as well, against Hungerford in the third qualifying round. Hungerford, who are a league above Billericay. Billericay beat them comfortably, and they've drawn them again in the FA Trophy, actually, at the beginning of December. That's a roll one header, chased in by Bricknell and falls kindly into the arms of Guala. Moore. That's a fair bit of McManus. Julian's come off limits. Moore again, seeking out Theobald's. Swain with a header clear. More attempts from Leatherhead than from Billericay, but Billericay have the one that counts. Midson, Blackman, deflection, wonderful save. That is as good as anything you will see anywhere from Alan Julian.
It's a great save because it takes a wicked deflection on the way through. Just there. Sam Blackman on the front foot again, which he did brilliant in the first half, strikes it well. Just going away from him, wasn't it? But a good, strong left hand to keep it out.
What an adjustment from 34-year-old Northern Irishman Alan Julian, who now has this corner to deal with. Swain wins it aerially. It's going to come back. McManus. Blackman once more to the back stick. Ambrosini is up, and Midson scoring! Leatherhead love it! Back in it, Midson again, isn't it always? This cup tie has legs.
Well, they have reacted brilliantly from going a goal down. You're talking about experience, right place at the right time. You just see Jack Midson there, he's just waiting for these second balls to come back across. And arguably the man of the match so far, Ambrosini, does brilliantly. It's all you can do there is head it back across and hope it goes to one of your players. It's certainly what they deserve, it really is. Game on.
10 FA Cup goals this season for Jack Midson, and we haven't reached the end of November yet. Every game they've played in the competition, he has scored. Leatherhead legend. And so Billericay have to do it again. Theophanous, and over from Robinson.
There's certainly half a chance here for Jake Robinson. And this is what he'll do tirelessly now in that final third, always on the move. Just see his movement there, just around the penalty spot. Just waiting for that opportunity. Tap that near post, and he's slightly critical of him. I think he needs a bit more composed finish there from him. Big chance, he knows it.
And he knows it. So it is very much about the town. Those of you who perhaps don't know this neck of the woods so well, Billericay is in Essex, 28 miles east of central London, in the borough of Basildon. About 28,000 people live in the town, and he is engaging with them. A few famous names from here. Alison Moyet was born in Billericay. She's a Southend fan. I saw her once at a Southend game. Richard Osman, Pointless.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, he's a Fulham fan.
Right.
But he's from Billericay. And our sometime colleague on BT Sport, actually, the former Arsenal and West Ham player from the 80s, Stuart Robson. He's a Billericay boy.
I know Mr Robson very well.
The darts player, Kevin Painter. The artist.
Yeah, no.
He's an Ipswich fan. So they've got a few famous names out of this part of the world. Seeking to make a famous club. Long from Konchesky. Wouldn't break for Cunnington. Here's Moore. Denied by McManus. Moore. Midson. Manus the chaser. Konchesky can tidy this up. Moore. Midson. Oh, he got a bit of a nudge there from Evans. Referee thought otherwise. Modeste. Forward by Swain towards Britnell. Morrissey looked as though he was about to lose his bearings, but Luana appeared behind him.
It's like tactical change again from the home side. Konchesky now going into that back three. Rob Evans going to a more favourable central midfield role. So Britnell had to sit on that left-hand side, and Theophanous now playing in the number 10 role. Just credit to the away side, how they've played the tactics of the home side. They've had to change 2 or 3 times.
Theobalds. Deshaun Theobalds. Into the goalkeeper's corridor. It's caught the eye on occasion, though.
I've been very impressed with him tonight.
Armani's header. McManus, Cloesy. As you were saying earlier, it is a shot window for 1 or 2 of these young players. Leatherhead's lads in particular could catch the eye of a manager a little further up the food chain. There could be opportunities. He has played further up the food chain, Midson. Cunnington's header. Blackman is another one who really has looked extremely composed on the big occasion.
I think he's done well, Sam Blackman, in the midfield area. Theobalds as well. Shows a good turn of pace, and
so Leatherhead have an awful lot to be proud of here. Of course, they aren't catching the headlines that Billericay are, but they have ambitions of their own. Since the arrival of Sammy Moore, they have recruited players with Football League experience. It's not going to happen in a hurry, but they're giving it a crack. Konchesky's ball in. Down by Modeste. It's a strong tackle from Blackman, who comes away with the ball. And is then caught up by an enraged Cunnington. And the referee is going to have to come up with a verdict here. Midson also caught up in the follow-up. There were arms thrown. And here is a diplomatic incident of quite a substantial type for Dean Whitestone to calm.
What's important now, he just takes his time, speaks to the linesman as well on that side. I think the initial challenge from Cunnington was a frustrating one. I thought he felt on the edge of the 6-yard box, sorry, the edge of the penalty area.
But the push from Waldron, I don't know whether the referee saw it or perhaps his assistant.
Well, it's not clever, is it?
He's taking Cunnington's number, and it seems to me giving him a final warning. Waldron has stayed in the headmaster's office for further advice. It's yellow for the pair of them. And perhaps there's some more. Sure that Midson did a whole lot wrong. He felt more harmed than harming. Replay might disprove that.
I think the frustration now on the edge of the penalty area that the free kick was given. That's certainly a free kick there from Cunnington. Just made that second kick out to try and get the ball. And Sam Blackman. That's just a reaction there from Midson and Waldron.
Fairness to Jack Midson, I'm not quite sure what he's done to deserve a booking there. Maybe now he gets overly involved.
It's a hell of a dive from him, a hell of a push.
Still, he takes his medicine. I mentioned the league game between these two sides back in September did not end 11-a-side. Paul Konchesky was sent off in that game. Leaving a bit of a stud on Niall McManus. By Ambrosine. McManus. Richards. McManus, in goes Midson, out by Swain. It's a lovely turn, aimed in towards Closey, aimed out by Konchesky. Bounced kindly for Bricknell, and heaved long by Robinson. Namani, met by Konchesky. Bricknell. Konchesky. Theophanous. Poked out by Namani.
I certainly think this is going to come into play in the last section of the game. Billericay training 3 days a week certainly will make a big difference.
Konchesky to launch. In again by Konchesky, awkward for a smallish goalkeeper. Robinson, away from Modeste to Cunnington. Cleared by Ambrosine. Konchesky got a piece of it, but Moore got more. McManus. Moore. Richards advancing from left back. Excellent from Modeste.
Brilliant there, Ricky Modeste saw the diagonal there.
Theobalds. Richards against the back of Modeste.
I think they've done really well, the away side. Leatherhead been brave on the ball, and I think it's really affected the way that Billericay haven't really got into the game in terms of controlling the tempo, which I thought they really would have controlled the game a lot more than what they have done.
Midson. OK, this weekend, BT Sport. Scottish football first, Saturday midday, BT Sport 1, Ross County against the champion Celtic. Followed at 2:45 by BT Sport Score, every goal from every game around the country. Then our live Premier League game, Manchester United against Newcastle, BT Sport 1 HD from 5. And then Sunday night, Vanarama National League highlights, as ever, BT Sport 2 from 10 o'clock. Well, the National League is where Billericay Town want to be in a couple of years. They expect to win promotion this year, they probably will. They hope, expect to win promotion the following year from the National League South, and then he's allowing himself, or so the plan goes, 3 years to try and get out of the National League and into the Football League.
Well, it's very important. Use the example of Eastleigh earlier. You come into the division with a lot of money, you've got to spend it right. Eastleigh tried to buy their way out of that league, and chairman spent over £10 million on players and managers to try and get them out into the Football League, and it hasn't quite worked for them.
Modeste. Cunnington. It's Cunnington's cross beyond Modeste, out by Minshall, set by Theophanus, and hit rather weakly by Evans.
It's just important that they just don't drop too deep when the ball is out wide for those second balls on the edge of the penalty area.
Oh, Swain has lost it, and here's a chance for Leatherhead. Swain has gone sliding back in. It is a penalty, and he may have to walk here. He's off. Billericay down to 10. And Leatherhead with a penalty inside the last 10 minutes of the tie. Foul on McManus.
Well, twice now you've seen Swain get caught with the ball over the top. You can clearly see that he's pulled him back on his shoulder. It's certainly a penalty. It's the right decision from the referee.
And just to clarify, it's a second yellow card. That was not a straight red. Purely academic in the context of what is now a thrilling tie. Leatherhead have a rotten record this season for failing to beat 10 men. Billericay, one of the examples. But here is a heaven-sent chance. And you wouldn't want anyone other behind the dead ball than this fella, Jack Midson, who at this level has seen and done it all. Midson bolts it in for the Tanners, who have come from behind against the odds and caused great green jubilation behind the goal. And he has a problem, and they are less than 10 minutes away now from a substantial cup upset.
Well, you certainly know the pressure of this penalty from Jack Midson, running straight onto the ball. He was always in control of that penalty. When you need a cool head with experience, he's certainly the man for you. Big 10 minutes now for his side.
His numbers are extraordinary. His poise then was pretty special too. And this has all the makings now of another line in Leatherhead's fabled cup history. Theobald's, Blackman, Moore. Common sense and calm now from Leatherhead, and they might have cracked it. Midson can't get it back to Moore. Away by Konchesky. Billericay's big name, big money players have got to step up now. Cloesy. Midson. Konchesky saw it. 10 men and less than 10 minutes to save it for Billericay. Leatherhead haven't made the second round of the FA Cup since 1978-79, when they beat Merthyr Tydfil in the first round and then lost in the second round. A replay against Essex's own Colchester United. Here's Blackman. He's been splendid all night. Midson back stick. Blackman drove it close to the arm of Konchesky. Kept his limb well out of the way. Blackman. Here goes Midson on a famous cup hat-trick. Goalkeeper did apply a finger. It's a Leatherhead corner.
Well, he's been superb tonight, Jack Midson. The big games, you need your big players to step up. He's certainly done that tonight. It's never easy playing that lone striker role on your own. At times in the first half, he had a lot of frustration, maybe some free kicks that could have gone with him. The second half has been immense.
Moore's take. Closey, it's a fair way out to be wasting time. Blackman. Midson. McManus. Minchell. Richards. It will be easy for those who don't follow these clubs or this level of the game to look at this result if it becomes a result and shrug and feel indifferent. Two teams from the same league, but it ain't like that at all. McManus was offside and he knew it. It ain't like that at all. A victory here for Leatherhead against their moneyed opponents would be special indeed. And Adam, you've picked him out as your man of the match.
Yeah, I think he's been absolutely superb tonight. Yanis Ambrosine. I go back to the first tackle he made in that first half on Cunnington that stopped the goal happening. Massive, massive point of the game tonight. And he's just been immense. Any time a cross has gone into the penalty area, his head has been there. He's won challenge after challenge. I know Midson's led the line really well, but for me, he's been absolutely colossal tonight.
Man of a match that is still incomplete. Midson. Leatherhead still have it to do, have it to see out. Billericay have it to chase. Moore has the ball. Closey has good legs. Moore. Foul on the manager. What a feather in his cap it will be if they pull this off. Sammy Moore, really pleasant, humble, approachable guy who is serving an apprenticeship at Leatherhead. The chairman has shown great faith in him, replacing a high-profile appointment like Jimmy Bullard.
So a player I played against when he was at AFC Wimbledon. So his side have been absolutely superb tonight.
Out by Namani. McManus is on his way here. McManus can seal it, and Julian has thwarted him. The flag, I think, was up. Leatherhead now in the business of running down the clock. And they are making a change here with the introduction of young Nathan Wood. Replacing, as he does, McManus, who has done a good deal of unselfish running, and of course who won the penalty upon which their dreams are now pinned.
Yeah, I mean, you can just see how tired he is. He's just worked tirelessly in and around Midson. His work rate there is something to be commended.
Closey. Wood. Offside. He tried so hard to check his run in all his eagerness.
He did it 2 or 3 times, didn't he? Just wanted that little ball a little bit earlier from Closey.
Billericay haven't lost since August. This is the only competition they're in that they don't anticipate ultimately winning. So in that sense, it's not their biggest loss, but they'll feel it nonetheless. This was their showcase. Here's Wood. And this may well lead to a rediscovery of all that famous Leatherhead history from 1974-75 and the 2-goal lead in the 4th round that they had at Filbert Street. Peter McGillicuddy and Chris Kelly, the Leatherhead Lip, who had them in a position beyond paradise, really, and so it proved as John Samuels and Steve Earle and Keith Weller turned it round for the Foxes back then, defying the Leatherhead Lip.
No, it's not.
Away by Waldron. Midson. Moore. Cloyerson. Moore. Theobalds. Running up Waldron. Deshaun Theobalds. Oh, skewed his shot. He looks weary, and he's entitled to look weary.
Well, he deserves a goal, but just had Nathan Wood to the left of him. He could have just literally passed it 5 yards. He'd have had an open goal to give his side a 3-1 lead, but he's been the main difference in the second half as well.
Told that the 4th officials board has broken, so I will tell you that we have 5 minutes of stoppage time, and it is going to be a long 5 minutes in the life of Leatherhead Football Club. Unless they can grab another now. Moore. Cloyersy's ahead of him. It is Sean Cloyerson! It's come back to Wood. Nathan Wood! He couldn't finish either. Swain was in the way. Midson. Moore! Wins it! Surely wins it! Billericay given a big fat Leatherhead lip! Sammy Moore with a boss's goal! And the Tanners have bossed it! Roll back the years, 4 decades and more of FA Cup history at this charming little club from the Mole Valley. And they are surely now through to round 2.
And what a fitting goal it is for the player manager to put his side into the second round. And I think on the reflection of 90 minutes, Peter, for this level of football, it's been a really, really good advert for non-league football. And I think tonight, the result certainly suits the away sides, are thoroughly deserving their place in the second round, because they've been superb. To go a goal down, to show that desire to come back and play with quality. They've been pretty poor in the league this season, coming into today's game, but they've saved their best performance of the season for tonight.
As individuals, they've done themselves great credit. As a club, they now look forward to a smashing cup tie at Wycombe Wanderers, who ought, by the way, to act as a great example to them, because it was 30 years ago this year, actually, that Wycombe won the Isthmian League. And a year or 2 after that, Martin O'Neill arrived, and they began to happen as a major non-league and then a Football League club. And so there is a certain synthesis, a certain parallel as Leatherhead head for Wycombe and Glenn Tamplin's Billericay Town head out of the FA Cup against all expectation. They've got other fish to fry, don't worry too much about them. The project is a longer-term project.
Of course, listen, he's had a fantastic season so far, and he's certainly going about things in the right way, but they've just not been great tonight. They've not been at the races, and unfortunately for him, arguably probably been their poorest performance of the season. And you've got to give credit to the away side, you really do. I've been thoroughly impressed with Leatherhead tonight.
Glenn Tamplin and Harry Wheeler off to Harlow on Saturday to resume their league campaign. And Sammy Moore Leatherhead deserve good support when they step out of the limelight and welcome Wingate and Finchley to Fetcham Grove on Sunday. There ought to be a few laps of honour. Bricknell. Theophanous. It wasn't meant to be like this for those sporting blue. Midson, who made it happen. Forward by Moore. Close, he just has not stopped running. He opts not to deliver a cross, which is sage given the state of the game. Close here again, in goes Wood, and out comes Julian. Out by Namani. Countdown now. There are plenty already on their way from Billericay. The Leatherhead Cup legend reborn. And Sammy Moore is indeed a Cup legend to set alongside McGillicuddy and Kelly of yesteryear. Glenn Tamplin must swallow this one and take defeat with grace, whilst the Tanners celebrate long and hard. Why wouldn't they? Why indeed wouldn't they? The paupers have come to the field of the rich, and they have beaten them fair and square. A team decorated by cup finalists of years gone by has been beaten by an honest bunch in green, who went behind and found a way in the last quarter of the game to turn it round. Glenn Tamplin will keep doing his thing. He believes in more than one night. He believes in a club and a community which he will, alongside Harry Wheeler, continue to build. But this undoubtedly is Leatherhead's night, and what a night. One to set alongside the black and white pictures which adorn their clubhouse already. The final score, Billericay Town 1, Leatherhead 3, and Lindsay is with the stars of the show.
Certainly, and thanks very much, Jack here. You had to come from behind in that game, Jack. You were the underdogs going into it. Just how proud are you of that team for performance?
We're very proud, yeah. Very proud, obviously, as a player and a member of staff now. Me and Sammy worked very hard to get this bunch together. We've underachieved in the league, probably because of the cut run, but we put everything into what we do, and we've done all right today. They don't like playing us. We've kept quiet. I know they've said a few things. Tamplin, I've got respect for Tamplin, but he said a few things that they're going to go and beat us 5-0 at home. He said no disrespect, but that is disrespectful, and we deserve it today.
And the rest of your teammates celebrating with the fans. What does it mean to be creating new history for Leatherhead? Obviously, it's been 78-79 the last time this club was in the second round.
Yeah, I've been reminded of that a lot. The 70s were a good time for Leatherhead. Me and Sammy do meetings. We say no disrespect, it's only Leatherhead. But, you know, they've had history and we're trying to create history again. It's brilliant what we're doing. It's got good backing from the chairman. We've had a good cup run, and financially, you all know, for a non-league club, it's brilliant for the club.
And you're on fire. 11 goals now in the FA Cup.
Playing the FA Cup every week.
Look, I'm going to let you go so you can celebrate with your teammates and your fans. Well done, Jack. Thanks very much. It is Leatherhead then through to the second round of the FA Cup, and the prize for winning today here at Billericay, a trip to League Two side Wycombe Wanderers. Jack Midson there, the assistant manager, going to celebrate with his teammates and the manager, Sammy Moore, the Leatherhead fans there. Great scenes at the end there. We'll have more reaction coming up from Billericay. A quick reminder though that more live football is coming your way this weekend on what looks to be a packed Saturday on BT Sport. Getting things underway at 11:30, it is Ross County against Celtic from the Ladbrokes Premiership. That's followed by BT Sports Score with Mark Pugach and the team on hand to guide you through all the goals from the 3 o'clock kickoffs. And then from 5, attention turns to Old Trafford and the meeting between Manchester United and Newcastle before Jake Humphrey and his expert panel will be there to dissect the day's talking points on Premier League tonight. And then 8:30, it's live boxing taking centre stage, and it is a Belfast homecoming for Carl Frampton as he faces off against Mexican Horatio Garcia. So great scenes here at Billericay. Leatherhead through to the second round for the first time since 1978-79 season. We'll have more reaction and analysis from the AGP Arena with Danny Cowley and Gareth Ainsworth, whose Wycombe side faced them in the second round.
Ladbrokes, proud to support pitches that are great levellers.
Match day's my favourite day, despite all of these bums in my face. And the clueless steward clearing the way.
And we're clearing the way for this great offer. For all Premier League and La Liga matches, back a team to win. And we'll pay out immediately as a winner if they go 2 goals up.
At least we got the best seats of them all. Go! My team are now 2 up, you know. A payout inevitable. The
Paddy Power, you beauty.
There's an attack coming. I need warriors.
Just like a bat. I dig it. Let's do it.
On my lead.
Ride ain't over yet. My man.
What are your superpowers again?
I'm rich.
Justice League in cinemas Friday. Book tickets now.
With this ring, you brighten my world. With this ring, you are my true love. To me, you are perfect. With this ring, I will love you forever. Say it with the exclusive Cut Forever Diamond Collection with certified diamonds for exceptional sparkle. Only from H. Samuel. H. Samuel helps you say it better.
Hey, boss. You promised me a faster mobile casino site. I better start faster than this.
We got lots of extra megabytes of mobile speed, sir.
Wow.
Bigo.com. Fair play.
It's so easy to find great local tradespeople thanks to mybuilder.com. Just post your job, regardless of how big or small. And you'll get responses from local trades, screened by My Builder and reviewed by previous customers.
We got 3 responses in the first hour.
Unbelievable. Being able to look at reviews from other people, it gives you that reassurance that they're going to do a good job.
My bathroom looks amazing and I couldn't be happier with the result.
It's so simple.
Post your job on mybuilder.com. It's easy and it's free.
A last protein pill.
I want you to have it. It's an honor to serve with you. And it'll be an honor to share my last meal with you.
Buy 2 sharing packs of Walkers and get a movie to watch at home.
Madness, madness, they call it madness.
Just want a coffee.
Explain, you see, that is what they mean to me. Madness, madness, I call it madness.
That's £9.
What? McCafe. Great tasting coffee.
There you go.
Simple.
Thanks.
Give a little bit. Give a little bit.
At Amazon, we've got toys and games by the sackload this Christmas, with free delivery on millions of eligible items, like Lego Star Wars, Furreal Tiger, Nintendo Switch, and loads of others. So visit Amazon and give a little love this Christmas.
Star Wars: The Last Jedi, in cinemas December 14th. Celebrate the film's release with Wilkinson Sword Special Edition chrome handles. In stores now. Wilkinson Sword. Free your skin.
Ladbrokes, proud to support all the roads to Wembley.
Welcome back. It is Leatherhead heading through to the second round of the FA Cup. Their player manager Sammy Moore with a third goal in a 3-1 victory over Billericay here at the AGP Arena, and they are heading through to the second round to face Wycombe Wanderers. And I'm joined by the man himself, pitchside Danny Cowley, with us, and Gareth Ainsworth still here as well. Great scenes at the end there, Sammy. Just how proud are you of that performance?
No, it's one of the proudest moments in football. You know, to come behind at a place like Billericay, you know, the boys show great character. It's absolutely amazing. You know, I'm speechless, to be honest, because, you know, a club like Leatherhead, you know, financially for the club is going to be massive.
You can see what it means to the fans as well. Such a great reaction.
Yeah, definitely. We were disappointed first leg. You know, to come away with a replay, and, you know, to come here on a night, set-out crowd. You know, we've brought over 200 fans here. You know, and, you know, it sums up at the end. You know, the fans have been unbelievable, and, you know, we always thought that, you know, if we run our A game, we always thought we'd come here and win. And I thought second half, you know, especially going 1-0 down, we showed great character to come back, and you know, the boys should be so proud of themselves, because, you know, what we're doing off the pitch at Leatherhead is starting to show now. You know, we're putting in place foundations to move the club forward. You know, I've been using my contacts in the Football League, so, you know, nights like this don't come round very often, and, you know, to do it in front of the cameras is absolutely amazing.
And you've got to play this man's side, Wycombe Wanderers, in the second round. Gareth, you were impressed tonight, weren't you, with what you saw?
Absolutely. You know, I think the better team won tonight. You played the better stuff. You know, it was. I mean, the talk before the game was all about the ex-pros, and they forgot about the ex-pros on the Leatherhead side, because you were the better side, Sam. You know, and you know, got some good kids. I'm not taking this one lightly. Believe me, we'll be working hard on you. But well done tonight.
I appreciate
really well
that. Thank you.
And Danny, even better when you're the underdog coming into it, but then you go a goal down as well, and have to come back from behind as well. Cunnington obviously putting Billericay in front first of all.
That's right. I just think Leatherhead showed real character throughout the game, and maybe Billericay have got the bigger players or the bigger names, but on the night the best team won without a doubt, and you know, Sammy should be so proud of his players tonight, because they've been absolutely exceptional.
And there is that opening goal, but you never let your heads get down, Sammy.
Yeah, no, listen, we've got a great bunch of players here, and I wanted desire, I wanted application, I wanted energy, I wanted second balls. All them things tonight we showed in abundance, and the boys should be so proud of themselves. Coming from a goal behind just shows how much character we've got in the squad, and, you know, we can now go in there, celebrate, and, you know, really look forward to a tough place now at Wycombe. You know, I played there, you know, many a times and scored a couple of goals, so fingers crossed I can score again. But listen, you know, this is for the fans. You know, the fans have been magnificent since I walked through the door, you know, and I'm just speechless.
And you probably thought it wasn't going to be your night as well. You got the equaliser, but first of all, Julian made a great save, and you probably felt maybe it's not going to happen tonight, but then you scored from the resulting corner.
Yeah, listen, their keeper made some unbelievable saves, especially first half, and, you know, you're just seeing there, he made an unbelievable save from, I think, Niall it was. But, you know, I always thought if we keep knocking on the door, that will come up good. And, you know, Jack Midson done it all the way through his career. You know, I brought him in to score goals, and, you know, I think he's got 19 goals now in all competitions. So
I thought he was brilliant, Jack. All night, it just gave you a platform all night to play from. And there were so many heroes in your team. I thought Theo Bowles was terrific.
And Ambrosini, you were both really impressed with, weren't you?
Yeah,
I mean, that tackle at the first 10 minutes, you know, it's kept the goal out. I mean, the spirit you showed there, you know, it's going to be tough.
And you and Blackman in midfield. Blackman was tremendous, terrific. There's so much running.
We knew if we could get around them and, you know, really get amongst them, that, you know, we could come out on top, and it showed. You know, the longer the game went on, we had the legs. You know, we're a fit side, and, you know, all the stuff we've done pre-season is really showing. And you know, to come here to a place like this, and, you know, in front of the cameras and win 3-1, you know, it's not easy. It's not easy, and you know, the boys should be so proud of themselves.
Let's have a look at the goals that won it for you as well. It was Jack again. You two got that bond on and off the pitch, haven't you, from your time at Wimbledon? It must be really special to both be on the score sheet today.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I work with Jack. We got M&M Academy together, and you know, we're with each other every day, and you know, we got a special bond. I brought him into the football club because I knew he'd score goals. You know, I knew he'd give us a platform to build from, and you know, he's come up with the goods again, and you know, it's an amazing feeling. You know, this next year, this gives us the platform to go on and actually push the club forward now. You know, financially for the club is absolutely amazing. You know, in FA Cup, you know, we said the underdogs would come out on top, and you know, like yourself last year, you know, I've watched every game, and you know, you deserved it, and you know, it's amazing to stand alongside you two, you know, because you know, two top guys, and no, I really appreciate your feedback.
How can you use this then, Danny, an FA Cup run like this in the league? How does it help you?
Well, I think for everyone said to us that it would be a distraction, the run that we had. But for me, it just breeded confidence. We got real confidence from it. We got real belief from it. And by the time we got to the business end of the season, we'd played in a lot of pressurised games, and we knew how to cope with it. And your boys will be exactly the same. You know, you've got a really good squad there, and you know, I was really impressed with you tonight. Not just, you know, you're playing against a team in Billericay that have got a lot of experienced players, boys that have won the FA Cup, and for your players, your young players, to be able to cope with the magnitude of the game in front of the cameras and play, and like you've already alluded to, bring their A game was tremendous. And you know, you should be rightly very proud of your boys today.
Thank you.
And you've got to face his boys and the Beast as well in the second round. What do you think your chances are?
Now, listen, we're going to enjoy the day out. You know, we're going to go there to win because, you know, in the FA Cup, as you've seen tonight, anything can happen. But you know, I played with Bayo, and I know exactly what he brings. And you know, he's like Jack. He brings a platform to build from. And you know, Bayo's such a lovely guy off the pitch. And you know, obviously, I know Matt Bloomfield, and you know, he's got a really good squad down there. And you know, they're going to go close this year. And we know we're in for a tough ask, but we're just going to enjoy the day. You know, nights like this, as I said before, you know, absolutely amazing, and you know, we really need to, you know, enjoy this moment because this don't come around very often. Absolutely. Well, congratulations again, Gareth. Thanks very much. Good luck to both of you in the second round. Danny, thanks very much as well. You can watch the second round. It's Notts County against Oxford City on BT Sport. Also Slough against Rochdale as well. Goodbye.
Ladbrokes, proud to support the romance of the cup.
Scores gloriously! Manchester City's history man! And back with a bang, it's Dele Alli!
Football, 90 minutes where anything can happen. You can watch it and you can get involved in it with the latest Coral action. Coral, jump in. Available from App Store and now Google Play. When the fun stops, stop.
Fancy a 4G smartphone at a smarter price? You'll save £120 on BT Mobile's great range of phones.
And girls, it's the North London Derby.
And the head of the British Empire